Did Iman Shumpert just go too far? What started as a messy breakup has now exploded into legal drama, accusations, and even a restraining order. And trust me, this is just the beginning. When Teyana Taylor and rising Hollywood star Aaron Pierre went public with their relationship, fans were shocked. But no one was more furious than Iman. What happened next? Chaos. Let's break it all down. No one saw this coming. Not the fans, not the critics, and certainly not the people who once believed Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert were destined to stay locked in forever. One day, we were admiring their picture-perfect family photos and scrolling through Tiana's glow-up posts. The next, we're hearing that she's moved on with a rising Hollywood star nicknamed Mufasa. If that twist wasn't wild enough, rumors claim Iman is spiraling so hard over his ex-wife's new romance that he's on the verge of a total meltdown. By the time you reach the end of this story, you might be left questioning everything you thought you knew about the once beloved couple. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Each chapter of this story exposes another side of the saga, revealing secrets, controversies, and the lengths people go to in the name of love or revenge. You know how some celebrity breakups just rock the internet, igniting endless conspiracies and rumor fests? But here's where it gets juicier. That's exactly what happened when Teyana Taylor stunned everyone by stepping out with Aaron Pierre, the British actor poised to take on a major Hollywood role that's earned him the nickname Mufasa. The moment pictures of them embracing at a swanky event hit social media, fans launched into a frenzy. Was this just a casual, friendly appearance, or the start of something big? Speculation flared so brightly that many assumed these two had been going steady behind the scenes for a while. Some said it was the kind of embrace that screams, "We're official." But listen to this. Others pointed out how Tiana's expression looked brighter than it had in a long time, as if she'd finally found a sense of freedom after endless rumors in her personal life. In fact, viewers on social media dissected every camera angle, each subtle hand movement, and even the way Aaron's gaze lingered. All signs pointed to a budding romance that everyone, and especially her ex-husband, Iman Shumpert, was forced to acknowledge. Rewind a few years, and Teyana Taylor was already a shining force in music and fashion, while Iman Shumpert was making waves in the NBA. But it gets even more intriguing. When they came together, fans fell head over heels for their apparent chemistry, labeling them the ultimate couple goals. They showed up in each other's music videos, posted heartfelt captions on Instagram, and strutted down red carpets side by side. Publicly, they looked unbreakable, like a true power couple blending sports, music, and style. Beneath the surface, there were always a few quiet whispers about tension, inevitable in any high-profile relationship. But here's the kicker. Those whispers grew louder the moment fans noticed Tiana sharing fewer photos of Iman and focusing more on her own brand. At first, people chalked it up to the natural ebb and flow of married life, but the subtle changes were enough to raise eyebrows. By the time speculation started raging online, it became clear that something deeper was brewing, primed to erupt into a full-blown scandal. It started as faint chatter, the kind that pops up on a gossip site and disappears a few days later. Iman was spotted with someone who wasn't Tiana. But it gets worse. Those faint whispers gradually transformed into loud claims that he'd been juggling multiple women during his marriage, putting Tiana at risk by skipping protection. Suddenly, the rumor mill exploded, especially after fans remembered that Tiana once openly admitted they'd occasionally bring a third person into their bedroom to spice things up. Were boundaries blurred somewhere along the way, or had Iman taken advantage of that openness? Then the chatter got louder as alleged side pieces supposedly surfaced with receipts, insisting they had proof of hooking up with Iman. But listen to this. Tiana stood her ground fiercely, shooting down all accusations in public. She said if real evidence existed, these women would have shown it by now, and she labeled most of the rumors as cruel fabrications. Yet the more she defended him, the more skeptics suspected there was a deeper truth, one that Tiana was determined to hide. Tiana fought online fires with passionate denials, even deactivating her social media accounts at one point, which only fueled more speculation. But that's not all. Shortly after that disappearance, she claimed her frustration was with her record label, not with her husband's rumored infidelity. While her fans wanted to trust her explanation, the timing was suspicious enough to keep the rumor mill in overdrive. Through it all, she reiterated her loyalty to Iman, insisting outsiders would never break their bond. In 2023, a whole new wave of drama hit when a mysterious TikTok user, allegedly connected to Teyana's camp, acted out a tip depicting a wildly dysfunctional marriage between a famous singer and her retired NBA husband. But here's where it gets crazier. The user hinted that this singer ended up in the hospital, not from heartbreak, but from an alleged OD, triggered by her husband's constant betrayals. Fans quickly connected the dots, recalling Teyana's canceled performance due to exhaustion around that same time. It all sounded alarmingly specific, prompting yet another explosion of online theories. Naturally, social media detectives went into overdrive, scouring every past incident or cryptic post for clues that might confirm the story. But it gets even more tangled. They remembered Teyana's occasional breaks from social media, her abrupt cancellations, and the way she sometimes seemed emotionally withdrawn in interviews. Although nothing was conclusively proven, the sheer volume of hints got people convinced that the TikTok was referencing Teyana's real life. Yet again, Teyana hit back fiercely, labeling these OD claims as baseless and insulting. She even threatened legal action, demanding anyone who spread such lies to produce actual receipts. But pay close attention. She still stopped short of unequivocally naming Iman as innocent or guilty, and that partial silence, despite her raging defense, only left room for more speculation. Did she know something the public didn't, or was she genuinely in the dark about her husband's alleged activities? When Teyana and Iman finally confirmed their split, the internet found itself whiplashed between shocked and saw it coming. They'd both worked so hard to push the narrative of a strong union, so the official breakup felt like the collapse of a fairy tale. But here's the reason this is happening. Teyana's divorce filings exposed a deeper layer of turmoil, with hints of emotional manipulation, jealousy, and a strained financial dynamic. She alleged that Iman would start arguments on important days in her career, accuse her of overshadowing him, and later complain about her diminished income when she tried scaling back her work. According to those documents, Teyana said no matter how much she shrank herself or toned down her ambitions, Iman found reasons to be discontent, sometimes about finances, other times about her success. But get this, Teyana tried to protect his image through multiple cheating accusations, but the moment she decided she was truly done, the truth spilled out. She insisted infidelity wasn't the reason for their parting, but she also hinted at bigger issues like disrespect, insecurity, and ongoing emotional harm. And after all that, fans assumed they might at least co-parent peacefully, until Teyana started making headlines for a completely different reason. It was a moment that practically stopped the internet. Teyana stepping out with Aaron Pierre at the 15% Pledge Gala, sending paparazzi into a flashbulb frenzy and fans into speculation overdrive. But you won't believe this. Before the initial shock wore off, they appeared together again at the American Black Film Festival Gala, fueling the rumor mill with an unmistakable lingering hug that spoke volumes. By then, it was clear Teyana and Aaron weren't just casual acquaintances. Their vibe was electric, and it was only a matter of time before everyone started wondering how Iman was taking it. Within days, Teyana and Aaron became the talk of every gossip outlet, their easy chemistry putting them squarely in the public spotlight. But it gets more dramatic. Fans noticed Iman posting on social media as though nothing was happening, promoting his music, hitting the gym, while rumors swirled that he was fuming behind the scenes. People began to suspect that his seemingly calm exterior masked a deep-seated frustration at seeing Teyana glowing with someone else, especially someone whose star was rising so quickly in Hollywood. According to rumors that sprang up overnight, Iman confronted Aaron at a private function, allegedly attempting to jump him until onlookers or security intervened. But that's not the end of it. Whispers claim Aaron filed a restraining order wanting to legally ensure Iman kept his distance. Whether or not that paperwork materialized, the story took off like wildfire, painting a picture of a bitter ex unwilling to let go. Suddenly, hush-hush legal tidbits surfaced that Teyana decided to finalize the divorce once and for all, and this time, she aimed to secure a hefty settlement. But it gets more intense. Insiders report she walked away with multiple properties, luxury vehicles, and a staggering monthly child support package. It looks like Iman's alleged attempt at intimidation only hardened Teyana's resolve to protect herself and her children, leading her to go after everything she felt entitled to. No one knows for sure if Iman really planned a physical confrontation or if he was just caught up in the heat of the moment, but it's clear that Teyana's new romance set him off like never before. But there's another angle. Many believe Iman's anger also stems from how quickly Tiana moved on, like she'd been mentally done for a long time, and this new relationship just made it official. Combined with his dwindling NBA momentum, it could be that jealousy fueled a dramatic overreaction. Where do Tiana and Iman go from here? While celebrity breakups sometimes fizzle out of the public eye, this one seems far from over. But check this out. With restraining orders possibly in the mix, swirling accusations of jealousy, and Tiana finally gaining her footing in a happier, healthier chapter, the tension might escalate before it settles. Nobody's sure whether they'll ever find a stable rhythm for co-parenting their children. At the heart of it all is a cautionary tale about love, ambition, and how quickly a picture-perfect marriage can unravel under the weight of infidelity rumors and insecurities. But listen carefully. Teyana Taylor stood by Iman Shumpert through countless allegations, only to discover that sometimes no amount of loyalty can fix what's fundamentally broken. It seems she's now channeling that energy into reclaiming her happiness, leaving Iman to either cope constructively or lash out in frustration. So here we are, left to wonder if Tiana's story is a triumphant tale of self-discovery or merely the calm before the next storm. But here's the final thought. Even the most convincing social media love stories can hide deep fractures. In the end, Tiana and Iman went from being a seemingly unstoppable power duo to tangled ex-partners navigating scandal after scandal. Whether or not Tiana's new relationship with Aaron Pierre evolves into a lasting union, it's clear she's no longer looking back, and that's a kind of freedom many never find. As for Iman, he's learning the hard way that once trust is gone, any attempt to force the past to stay present might only lead to bigger, more public consequences. Only time will reveal how their futures unfold, but for now, the world is watching every twist with wide-eyed curiosity.